Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. Guys, as you know very well that we have started the PHP and we discussed the basic things of PHP, we discussed the syntax, we discussed the comments, we discussed the variables, we discussed the data types, we also went over to the equal command and we discussed some more stuff. So today inshallah we will cover about the PHP strings. We have the PHP strings functions as well. So before starting this, we must be familiar and we know what are the string. String is basically a character of letters. Okay, string. Today we are discussing the PHP string. We know string is a sequence of characters. Okay, string contains the characters. Okay, string contain the characters. Like if I write the let's say string, I'm writing hello. This string I am writing, this contains a sequence of letters H, E, L, double, one more time L and O. It contains how many letters? One character, sorry, two, three, four, five letters. Okay, five characters when combined with each other, it makes a string. It makes a word. Okay, so so in PHP we have the string functions. Okay, we look at some commonly used functions to manipulate the strings. Let's say first of all we have a very basic string function. If I used it here, yeah, here one. This is my code editor. I am just writing the PHP function. Let's say I am saying that I want to know that what is the length of my string which I'm writing. So you use the string length str. This function you will use, and inside this function you have to write your string, okay, which you want to know the length. Let's say I want to know the length for this given string. Hello, how are you? And I want that this PHP, this str length function, string length functions tells me that how many characters I am using in this given string. Okay, it actually tells us the length. Okay, the length of characters. Okay, the length of the strings. Okay, sorry, the length of the strings is tell us that which I am using. If I show in my browser, so this is how it looks like. It says that you are using the 17 characters. Okay, the string length is 17. Okay, so this is how you can check your string length. Okay, it actually shows me that 17 characters are used in this given string. Same like we have the function that is called the string word count. You also count the words. Okay, if you want to use the if you want to count the words, what you will use, you just change here one and you use str word length, sorry, word count. Okay, this word count function. So here I am using this all because I have already written this one. Okay, so I use this str word count. Now it tells me that how many number of words I am using in this given string. It says four words I am using. Okay, four words I am using in this given string. Okay, so last was about the length. Okay, last was telling the length. The length of the given string is 17, but this time it shows the word count. Okay, how many numbers of words we have in string. Okay, so this is the word count. Same like we can reverse a string as well. Okay, if we want to reverse the string, we can, but which function we use, this is a very common question. So string reverse, this one function we will use it here. So this function I will use here. Actually what it will show, it actually reverse the strings. Now you will see the output in reverse form. Let's see how it looks like in my browser. As you see, hello, how are you? This is now reverse string. Okay, you can reverse the string, okay, in PHP using this function str string reverse. Same like we have some more, we can replace the string. Okay, we can replace text with a string as well. So let me show you this one. Let's say I am using that function echo str replace. Okay, Yes, this function I used it here. Now I am first of all writing that string replace. Sorry, what I will search. Let's say I have this given string. Okay, this one. But be sure, just a minute. Need to write it again so that you must be free. Let's say first of all I am writing here subject. Okay, subject means, let's say, simple text I am writing it here. Okay, let's say I am writing hello word I am writing. So this is what text I have written. Now what I need to replace. Okay, what, sorry, first of all what I'm searching. Let's say in this, in subject I have written this string hello word. I am searching hello. Let's say word I am searching. So word I am searching. What I want to search this word in this in this subject. Okay, in this subject, it searches the word. When it finds this word, okay, I need to replace. I need to replace the word with what? Let's say with my name. Okay, what I did, I'm again explaining. This is actually the subject. This is the string, okay, which you have written. Now inside this string, you need to search. Okay, we, okay, you need to search that how you replace. Okay, in this string you need to search the word, okay, which you want to replace. Let's say I search the word, I need to replace the word. Okay, so what I did, I searched the word, okay, and the word I replaced with this Umar. Okay, so this is how we can replace the string. Now we'll see the output in my browser. Need to go back. As you see now, it shows hello Umar instead of hello world, because the word I already replaced with Umar. This is the subject. Okay, this is the subject I have written. And inside the subject, I searched this word. Okay, I searched. Once I said this word, what I said to my code, I said that replace word with Umar. This I want to show. So now instead of hello word, it shows hello Umar. So this is how you can replace a string. I hope so this one is clear to you. You can use the various functions that you can use the string. You can find the word count. You can find, you can reverse the string. Okay, you can replace the string. Okay, so this is how PHP functions, PHP string functions works. So next we are moving about, we will we are covering that is called the numbers. Okay, the numbers which I'm discussing now. Let's say need to go back in my browser and let's see PHP numbers we are discussing now. What are the PHP numbers? First of all, let me need to go back. So let me raise this all. Yes, this is I have raised. Now we are discussing the numbers. Okay, numbers, we know very well that PHP integers we discussed last time. Okay, that an integer we know that which is free from decimal. We discussed also PHP uh, float. Okay, these data types we discussed before. So today, inshallah, we will cover. Okay, and I will tell you that it also tells you the check. You can also check the type of a variable. Is this variable is an integer? Is this variable is a float? So you can. Okay, so PHP and has a following predefined constant for integers. Okay, PHP you can int maximum. You can find the largest integer. Okay, you can find the minimum smallest integer. Okay, so some rules for integer we discussed in last video as well, that integer must have at least one digit. Okay, it must have at least one digit. This is some rules for PHP digit. Okay, then we have that integer must not start with a decimal. Okay, it doesn't start with decimal point. Okay, third thing we have that integer can be either positive or negative. Okay, either positive or negative. Then we have that integer can be specified in three type of formats: decimal, 10 power, okay, hexadecimal, 16 bits. Okay, these things we discussed. So now we are checking that is the given type of a variable is integer or not. So how we check in this code? So we need to go back here one. Okay, let's say I'm defining one variable. Let's say I'm just defining an integer. Okay, so what I need, I'm calling the word wordum function. This wordum function actually tells us that whether the type which I am using is int or not. Okay, so I am using is now int. Now is int. So I am just inside this bracket. I need to write the variable, okay, which I saved it here. So here, I define now it tells me that whether this the variable which I defined, the variable contains this value. Is this is a int or not? Is this is an integer type or not? It actually shows me. So if I go back in my browser, yes, it says bool true. Yes, it returns a true because it says that yes, you are using an integer data type. Same like if I am not using int, okay, I am using let's say decimal value. Now let's see what it will return. Need to check in browser. It now return false because I am using the float data type instead of integer. That's why it's returning the false. Okay, simple word and functions actually tells you whether the type, okay, uh, which type you are using. Okay, simple thing is that wordum functions actually tells you that which data type you are using. It actually shows you. Let's say I have defined here an decimal point, okay, a float data type. So once inside the wordum I called int, I said check, tell me is this data type which I used above, okay, which I defined above, is this an integer? No, wordum returns false because I'm using an float. Let's say I'm now changing. I'm saying that is this a float data type? Yes. I said is this a float data type I used above? Let's see what it returns. Yes, it says true. Yes, you are using the float data type, not an integer. Okay. So this is how you can check. Okay, you can check the type of a variable. Is this an integer? Is this a float? Okay, you can check. Same like we have the PHP infinity, okay, and infinity, a numeric value that is larger than PHP float max is considered infinite. We have two things to check numeric values, finite or infinite. However, we know the PHP var functions returns the data type and the value. Let's say instead for this one, I am defining, let's say 1.876 E11. Okay, let's say I define this one now. Let me show. I'm just calling, I'm not asking to tell me that which data type I am using. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just assigning the variable to this var dump function. It actually returns the now data type. We'll see. It says this is a float. This is a float. Float. Same like if I need to change something in this one. Let's say the number which I'm using 1 point, let's say 9. Here I'm using E411. Now this, I used it here. Now let's see what it will show in my browser. Now it says float infinite. INF means infinite. Okay, it actually checking that the given numeric values is finite or infinite. So result it returns here the float number is infinite. Okay, because it contains the character. Okay, that's why it is infinite. Same like we have the non-infinite as well. Okay, you can also check the non-finite as well. Okay, we have the PHP NaN. NaN stands for not a number. Okay, NaN basically we use for impossible mathematical operations. Okay, I'm not doing in this I'm not doing in code. Okay, I'm just telling you that we have a not a number function as well, written function in PHP. Same like we have numeric strings, that numeric string functions can be used to find whether a number is numeric. Okay, functions, the functions returns. The function returns true that if the variable is a number. Okay, the functions obviously returns true if a number, if a variable is a number or numeric string. Otherwise, it returns false. Okay, let's say here I'm using one number. So I'm just taking this random. So I have taken random number. So inside this what what I'm saying, tell me, is this numeric? Um, numeric. So this inside I need to define. Yes, I define. Now it's tell me that is this a numeric? If yes, then it returns true, and you will see the result. Yes, it says yes, this is a numeric. Okay, same like you can do various examples on your own, but from php 7 from php version 7.0, this is numeric functions, okay, which return false for numeric strings in hexadecimal forms, okay, as they are not longer considered as numeric strings in php 7. Okay, we can also casting the strings and float to integers. Okay, we can cast the strings to floats or floats to integer as well. So one example I'm doing, and then we let's say here one, I have defined this one. Let's say I'm taking an integer number. Sorry, float number I have taken. Now what I need to do, I'm just casting. Casting means to conversion, to convert one data type into another. That is called a casting. Okay, so this is what I am doing, PSP casting, that how it's work. Okay, we can cast from one data type. We want to change one data type into another one. So how we cast? Let's say this given data type, okay, which I have taken is a float. Now I want to convert float into it, or you can say we are casting from float to int. So what I need to do here, I define here one thing I need to add. I I want to save. I want to save in one variable. Let's say I'm taking variable, let's say as a u. So this variable I have taken. Now in what type I need to change. Let's say this given above one, this is a float. So I want to change in the int. So inside this bracket, you have to take the int. So once you have taken the int, what you need to do, sorry, this is what when you have taken, now here you give the that variable. Okay. So here one, now what we need to do, you just display echo in echo, you just need to display echo dollar $u, okay, where you save this variable. What I did, I'm again explaining. First of all, I defined a variable, okay. I defined a variable and I contain float type, okay. So once I have taken, as I told you, casting I am doing, and in casting I convert float into it. I want to convert float into it. So what I did here, I just randomly take one variable because I want to change this float into int. So inside this bracket, I have taken int because I want to convert this float into int. So inside int, I have taken this variable, okay, where I save the value. So in echo, I displayed this u where I save, where I want to change this float into int. So need to go back in the browser. Let's see how it works. It says the frizzle error token echo. Let me check. Oh, sorry. I think I did one mistake here. One. What's the, sorry, here I forgot to put the semicolon. Now it works. Okay. Yes, as you see now, this is successfully converted into integer. Okay, I have taken the float one and I cast into integer one. Okay, this is how you can cast from one data type to another one. This is called the casting. Okay, you can change one data type into another using this one. You just have to take the number. Okay, let's say you have this given, let's say this variable you have taken, and this variable contains a float data type. Okay, float number, you can say. So you want to change into integer. So what you did, you have to take such data type, okay, in which you want to change. Let's say I'm converting this float into integer. So I inside the bracket, I have taken the integer and I convert, okay, I have assigned the variable where I save this number. So in echo, I display this one and it successfully changes in float into int. So this is how you can cast these variables. So I hope so, guys. Today's video is clear to you. We just discussed the strings, okay, strings functions, PHP strings functions, and we discussed the numbers. Okay, we discussed some rules that what are the rules for the numbers, and we also discussed that how you can cast from one data type and into the other. So this is called the PHP casting, that you can change from one data type into another. So guys, if you like my video, kindly do like, subscribe, and share. Meet you next video. Take care.